YouTube? It's your boy Vaughn, and we're back here with another banger. Today, we are watching things we all agreed to pretend are normal. This video is by Cho Dude Explains, and he is always dropping banger videos that we watch, man. Always learning something new from this guy. So let's just get right into it, man. Like he says.
To it. Number 10. The restaurant menu panic. You know that moment when the waiter hands you a menu and suddenly your brain stops working? You've been to this restaurant 20 times before. You always get the same thing. But you still flip through all 8 pages like you're studying for a final exam. Scientists call this menu anxiety. And it's surprisingly common. Your brain short-circuits when faced with too many options. You start thinking, what if I order wrong and have to sit here watching everyone else enjoy their food? Or, what if I get the salmon and Tony's steak looks better? After all that mental gymnastics, 80% of us end up ordering the exact same thing we always get. It's like watching all seasons of a show on Netflix, just to pick The Office again. Restaurants actually know about this panic and use it to their advantage. They put their most profitable items in the top right corner of the menu. That's where your eyes go first when you're having your menu meltdown. They even hire menu engineers to design menus that reduce our collective panic. These experts know our brains malfunction when choosing between more than 7 things in a category. Those fancy descriptions under each item aren't just to make the food sound good. They give your anxious brain something to latch onto. Number 9. The hallway nod. Your brain goes into overdrive when you see someone you kinda sorta know coming down the hallway. Too early to acknowledge them, and you're stuck in this weird limbo. Too late.
Dead ass. Bro, in school, I promise you, in high school, every single time you would pass somebody, bro, you would dap them up. You would give them a dap every single time. Every single time I passed someone in school, dap them up. Or like, you give them that little...
And you risk looking like you were trying to ignore them. There's the upward nod for people you know well, saying, "What's up?" without words. Seriously? And the downward nod for acquaintances, silently saying...
Oh! I didn't even really distinctively notice the difference between the up nod and the like, "What's up, pal?" or the, "What's up, homie?" "What's up, pal?" "What's up, homie?" There's really
I acknowledge your existence, but let's not make this weird. Your brain calculates distance, walking speed, familiarity level, and social hierarchy all in half a second. One wrong calculation, and you're trapped in a social awkwardness vortex. Misjudge the distance with an early nod, and you're both locked in this weird social contract. You can't look at each other again, but you can't look away completely. Everyone...
Seriously, bro, it'd be the most awkward thing, because, like, you'll nod, and they won't catch... Sometimes they won't catch the nod. And then it's like, bro, I just nodded, and you didn't notice that I nodded to you? You gotta be kidding me. Or, like, if you, like, go for, like a quick little... But they don't even see you do that. Like, that's so embarrassing, bro. You just get stuck there with your hand up, like... Fucking idiot!
Everyone knows pulling out your phone is just a desperate escape strategy. From New York to Tokyo, people perform this universal acknowledgement dance. But one rule stays constant worldwide. Never make eye contact again after the nod. Break this rule with accidental second eye contact, and you're legally obligated to have a conversation neither of you wants. Number 8. Walking away from the microwave early. There's 3 seconds left on the timer, and suddenly, you're in a high-stakes action movie. Your hand hovers over the door button, muscles tensed, waiting for the perfect moment. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. You swing that door open like you're defusing a bomb. Our brains are hardwired to hate that specific beep frequency. The microwave beep hits a frequency range where our ears are most sensitive. It's the same range as a baby crying or a car alarm. Our ancient ancestors needed to be super alert to these kinds of sounds because they usually meant danger. Some people get so stressed about the beep that they've developed anticipatory anxiety. They start getting nervous when the timer hits 10 seconds, planning their attack strategy. Microwave manufacturers know we hate the beep. They've done surveys, they've gotten complaints, they know exactly how annoying it is, but they keep making them just as loud because they're worried someone might forget their food. So here we are, with smartphones that can translate languages in real time, but
Bro, I didn't know... Okay, sorry, I'm gonna stop pausing after. I did not know, bro, like... There's devices that you could put onto your ear. Say you're a non-English speaker. You could put on these headphones, right? And everything I say to you will be translated from English to whatever language you speak, and you'll be able to understand what I'm saying without a translator. Just the headphones. I talk, the headphones know, like, they translate whatever I'm saying, and you hear it on the other side as whatever language that you speak. It's actually... But technology is crazy, bro.
Waves that still scream at us like it's 1967. We've all just silently agreed to keep Ninja opening the door at 1 second. Number 7. The clothes chair. That chair in your bedroom is slowly transforming into Mount Everest. The one that hasn't felt the touch of a human behind in months because it's too busy being a temporary home for your not quite dirty but not quite clean clothes. Scientists call it task postponement due to decision fatigue. That's fancy talk for, I'm too tired to figure out if this shirt needs washing or not, so I'll just throw it on the chair for now. Your brain uses up energy making decisions all day. By the time you get to that shirt at night, your brain is running on empty. It's like when you spend all day making important decisions at work, then someone asks what you want for dinner, and your brain crashes like Windows 95. The clothes chair is your brain's way of saying, let's deal with this later. I'm done adulting for today. There's evidence of people using furniture as impromptu clothing storage going back centuries.
The pile gets so big.
Centuries. Victorian novels mentioned the chair where people would drape their partially worn clothes. Even professional organizers admit to having a clothes chair. It's like the organizing equivalent of doctors who smoke. They know it's bad, but they do it anyway. Number 6. The phone call voice switch. You're telling your friend,
Bro, don't even. I promise you, if they say something about mothers or anyone, bro, my mom, I don't know what gets into her when she gets on the phone, but she sounds like a completely different person. To me, she sounds like this. Get off the phone. Get off the game right now. Go do the dishes and mop the floor. Do the laundry. Make me a sandwich. That's just like an example. But as soon as she gets on the phone with anybody, and I mean anybody, she's like this. Hello, this is Mrs. Fazio. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I made you some nice brownies and a fresh batch of cookies, and yeah, thank you for calling. Like what? Like why? Like what is like seriously? Like what goes on? Like why do you treat these people over the phone so much nicer in like the tone of voice you use?
about destroying your kitchen trying to make pasta. Then your phone rings. You answer, and your voice flips to corporate customer service mode. Hello, this is Jessica speaking, says the person who was definitely you 5 seconds
Literally.
ago. Your friend looks at you like a stranger just broke into your throat. Scientists have studied
Like,
this
why you
weird
lying?
voice switch phenomenon. When we answer the phone, our brains go into what they call performance mode. It's like your brain thinks it's showtime, and suddenly you're auditioning for the role of professional human being. This happens even when we know who's calling. You could see it's your mom calling, the same mom who changed your diapers, and you'll still answer with your president speaking voice. Your pitch goes up 2 notches,
I don't-
like a cheerful cartoon character. You start using words you'd never use in real life. Suddenly you're saying certainly and indeed, like you're in a period drama. And during work calls, it gets even fancier. You start using vocabulary you haven't touched since the SATs, saying things like, I'll circle back to you, when in real life you just say, I'll text you later. We can all hear ourselves doing it, but we collectively pretend it's totally normal. Number 5. The birthday ritual. Picture this. Your friend invites you over to celebrate the anniversary of them not dying for another year. You show up, and everyone gathers around a baked good that's literally on fire. Then everyone starts chanting in unison. It's like a cult meeting, but with better snacks. The birthday person has to blow out the flames with their mouth air, the same mouth air that contains thousands of bacteria. Then everyone cheerfully eats the cake that just got sprayed with human breath. In medieval Germany,
Okay.
people believed that evil spirits were extra attracted to you on your birthday, so they'd gather around you, make noise, and light candles to scare the demons away.
I'm
That's right,
scared.
we're still doing a demon protection ritual from the Middle Ages. The Make-A-Wish tradition comes from ancient Greece. They thought the smoke from birthday candles carried prayers to the gods.
Okay.
So technically, we're all doing a pagan ritual every time we celebrate a birthday. The happy birthday song was
The happy birthday song. Guys, what do you think? Is this a ritual, or are they just thinking too deep into it? I'm not gonna lie, the business of birthdays is insane. Like, realistically, think about it. There's a birthday every single day, right? There's a birthday every single day. Right. So there's a cake being sold every single day for someone's birthday. Bro, like that's like I feel like that's the only time you really eat cake too, is like a birthday party. Like I feel like birthdays are the only reason why cakes are in business. Is that a crazy take? Like without birthdays, cakes wouldn't be in business, I feel like. Is that a crazy take? Not true, some people okay, they don't have cakes. But the people who do have cakes. Wait, what's not true? I'm confused. Wait, what's gotta be like
Number
a special occasion?
4. The snooze button bargain. Your snooze button is gaslighting you every single morning. When you hit
Why?
snooze, your brain starts releasing sleep hormones, getting ready for a nice long rest.
Okay.
Then 9 minutes later, you've basically just sleep pranked your own brain.
Oh,
It's like
God.
telling your friend there's a party, having them get all dressed up, and then saying, just kidding.
Aw.
Scientists found that this is speaking, says the
Yo,
person who was
what?
definitely you 5 seconds ago.
Whoa.
When you hit snooze, your brain starts releasing sleep hormones, getting ready for a nice long rest. Then 9 minutes later, you've basically just sleep pranked your own brain. It's
Okay.
like telling your friend there's a party,
Like
having them
educate
get
you
all
on
dressed
something,
up,
right?
and then saying, just kidding.
Just kidding, haha.
Scientists found that this stop-start
You got dressed
sleeping
for no reason.
actually makes you feel worse than if you'd just gotten up the first time. It's called
Really?
sleep inertia, which is just a fancy way of saying morning zombie mode.
Wait.
The 9-minute snooze wasn't even chosen for any scientific reason. It's just because back in the 1950s, the gear mechanism in alarm clocks couldn't do a perfect 10 minutes. We've all been living this lie because some clockmakers couldn't get their gears right. Some people even set their alarms early just so they can hit snooze several times. That's like ordering
That's
a
so
pizza you
dumb,
don't want just so you can say no to the delivery guy multiple times.
Yeah, I don't know about like I try to set my alarm about 15 minutes before I actually want to wake up, and I know like snoozing isn't good for you, but I still do tend to like snooze every once. Like snooze, I'll like kind of be up, but I'll be like just resting for like 10 minutes. I try not to like snooze a bunch of times, especially if I'm trying to get up and be productive. Like if I know I could just rest and like lay in bed, bro, I'll snooze however many times I need to. But if I'm trying to get up, I usually like snooze once, and then that wakes me up. But I'm still kind of just like resting there. I don't go back to sleep.
We're literally starting each day by lying to our brains and letting our bodies down. Number 3, proving to a robot you're not a robot. There you are, trying to buy concert tickets online.
Bro,
You've waited months for this.
Bro, this is the most annoying thing. Bro, I hate when I fail these tests.
You've got your credit card ready, and a robot asks you to prove you're not a robot. Those click all the traffic lights tests are actually making AI smarter. Every time you click those squares, you're training artificial intelligence for free. You're basically working as an unpaid intern for our future robot overlords. Sometimes the tests are so hard that actual humans fail them. We've created a system where robots are better at proving they're human than actual humans. Modern CAPTCHA systems aren't even looking at your answers anymore. They're watching how you move your mouse. They're timing how long you take to click. They're judging your vibe. Too smooth with your movements? Robot. Too precise with your clicks? Robot. Too fast with your responses? Robot. We're at a point where we have to deliberately act imperfect to prove we're human. Is the pole part of the traffic light? What about that tiny sliver?
Yeah, see, that'd be the thing that gets me, bro. Though, like, and I think I've noticed that too, because I've gotten a few of them wrong before, and I've noticed they just let me slide. But, bro, like, yeah, seriously, though, like, we count in that little pool on top of the bus, too, as the light, or no? Like, they always, like, they make it so damn difficult.
Of a bus in the corner. You sit there having an existential crisis about what constitutes a crosswalk, while the robot judging you probably already ordered takeout and finished your taxes. Number 2, terms and conditions. You downloaded that new app today and
Sorry, bro, I paused so many times with you, I'm sorry. Bro, I don't read a single thing in that, and I know this is a bad thing. I don't read a single thing.
clicked I agree without even glancing at the terms. Don't worry, we all do it. Some of these agreements are longer than entire novels. Instagram's terms and conditions are longer than The Great Gatsby. Spotify's agreement is longer than Macbeth, and PayPal's terms are longer than Hamlet. It would take the average person 76 workdays to read all the privacy policies they encounter in a year. That's like taking a 3-month vacation just to read legal documents. And companies know this. They're counting on you not reading it. Hidden in those walls of text are some pretty wild things you're agreeing to. In an experiment, 7,500 people agreed to give up their firstborn child in exchange for free Wi-Fi. They put a clause in the terms saying you'd trade your kid for internet access, and people just clicked agree. Game stations snuck a clause into their terms on April Fool's Day, claiming the rights to customers' souls. Only about 12% of people noticed and opted out. The rest technically signed away their eternal souls. Some apps even have clauses that let them share your data with unnamed third parties. That's corporate speak for literally anyone who wants to buy it. Number 1, the inner monologue. That voice in your head never shuts up. The one that's narrating everything you do. It's like having a permanent roommate that never pays rent and loves to point out your mistakes. When you trip on the street, your brain instantly goes, smooth move, genius. I'm sure nobody saw that. But here's the crazy part. Not everyone has this.
Huh? Wait, not everyone has an inner monologue in their head? Yo, chat, everyone in the chat right now, do you guys have that voice in your head? That, like, I'm literally listening, like, he's talking to me right now, he just called me a bitch. You guys not have that voice in your head? Please tell me the chat has the voice in their head, dude. I think I talk to that voice a lot. That voice is like, he talks a lot, dude. He's annoying.
Some people's brains work completely differently. They think in pictures, feelings, or abstract concepts. Scientists estimate that a significant portion of the population doesn't have an inner monologue at all. No constant commentary, no rehearsing conversations in the shower, no arguing with yourself about whether you should order that extra large pizza. Just quiet. For those who do have this inner voice, we're in a meeting and our brain starts singing Baby Shark for no reason.
Literally.
We're trying to sleep, and our brain replays that embarrassing thing from 3rd grade. Or during a normal conversation, our brain suggests, what if you just screamed right now? This inner voice shapes everything about us. Our memories, our personality, even how we make decisions. It's like having a backseat driver in your brain, except this one knows all your secrets and isn't afraid to use them against you. That's all for today.
Seriously.
I'll be making similar videos.
Yo, let me know if you guys learned anything new, bro. This guy is always dropping banger videos, dude. Link in the freaking description for this guy's video. Make sure you guys sub to him. Sub to me as well, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like on the video. And, yeah, look out for the next one. It should be out soon, man. Peace!